Are you getting really frustrated about not being as physically capable and comfortable as you were when you were younger? Maybe you're over 50, maybe you're 70, and you've always been able to be active. You've always walked, you've always run, maybe done sport, and it's just not the same. It's starting to ache, it's starting to hurt, things are stiff, things are not mobile. You've got some or other metabolic issue. You're starting to go onto medications. Doctors are talking to you about surgery for this, that, and the other. And you just accept, as frustrating as it is, that you're getting older. And when you get old, these things are inevitable. And maybe it's really making you angry and despondent. And I know it did me. I was fine. I was very active until I wasn't. I started putting on weight. For me, it was about 57. Putting on weight that I couldn't get off. Slowing down, taking longer to recover when I did exercise. I was supposed to go for heart surgery because I developed a heart problem. I developed arthritis in my hip and was told I would need a hip replacement. I was put on all these medications and I thought, well, my life is over. That's it. I'm old now and it's done. I didn't have any surgeries. I changed my life. I learned as much as I could. And I manage my life quite differently now, and I'm running again, I'm cycling again, I'm running and cycling as if I was 35. I did not have a hip replacement. I did not have heart surgery. My gout is gone. I don't have heartburn anymore. I don't have anxiety anymore. I'm fit and healthy, and I'm 61, and it's been mind-boggling. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start a course, a 2-month course, which in this case, actually it'll be 2.5 months because we're going to start it on Monday and we're going to run it through until Christmas. So it's 2.5 months to help you get yourself on track to getting back to where you used to be or where you want to be as much as possible. And I know there are lots of people out there who will say, oh, I will give you an exercise program to combat aging. Or somebody else will say, I'll give you a diet plan. What we will be doing is looking at all those things in combination, lifestyle habit, mental approach, other things like sleep and stress that also come into it, and how to deal with them in the real world. And in this program, I will teach you stuff. Okay, you will learn stuff about nutrition and about exercise and about rest and about medications and about your medical conditions and your metabolic problems. You will even learn about things you don't know. Okay, so there will be things that will amaze you about nutrition, for example, the latest research. It's really not always what you think. Now, you might know a lot about some of these things. You may have heard of most of it, but your problem may be the application. How do you go about applying all this knowledge to get your life where it should be and get yourself as healthy and as fit as possible and get off your medications and avoid the surgeries that people are telling you that you're going to need and get active again and start doing your sport again? How you do that, the motivation, maybe you just need accountability. This program will give you that because you will be part of a community. We are going to do regular weekly live streams where you can attend live, ask questions live, or you can watch it back as a video because, of course, we have people all around the world, so it's not always going to fit with your time zone, although I'll do my best to shuffle them around so that everyone gets a fair crack. But you can submit your questions in between anyway, because being a member of this program will also give you access to a community, a closed online community that is not open to the public, where you can talk to each other, you can talk to me, you can ask me questions. You will also have the ability to ask me questions privately if you don't want to share some of your information or your details with other people. And then I will reply to you privately, okay? And I will guide you and help you with whatever problem you're having. I might use your questions in the next live stream because very often your question is a really good question that will help somebody else. Okay, but we're going to do this together. And it really isn't, even though I just said it's 2.5 months, it's not. It's the rest of your life. Because what we will do here is learn. So what you learn for the next 2.5 months will empower you to be able to continue to live the life you should live according to nutrition, lifestyle habits, sleep, exercise, and all those things, because you will understand why. Okay, I'm going to teach you why you should eat certain things, why you should avoid other things, why you should exercise in a particular way as you get older, because there are aspects of aging that change. Your metabolism does change in certain ways. And if we can adjust our exercise routine or our habits to accommodate those changes, that's when you get the best results. So sign up for this course now. There's a link down here below the video where you can sign up. Become a member. The chat community, the group community will then run forever. Okay, so that's way after the 2.5 months of live streams. And we will all still be there, and you will be able to continue asking questions 5 years from now. So it's actually a lifetime participation, I guess. But you're going to learn. You're going to learn. Not if you just want someone to tell you what to do. By all means, go to the gym, get your personal trainer to write you out a list of exercises, and you go and do them. And that's better than not doing anything. That's fantastic. Same with a dietitian. If you want to know what to eat and you want them to just tell you, go and get someone to write it down for you. I will guide you. Okay, I will give you the information. I will share ideas. I will answer your personal questions, because you will have unique situations that other people don't have. But you will leave this program able to help other people and give them advice about their nutrition and about their autoimmune conditions. You will see so much improvement in the next 2.5 months that you will not turn back. That is, I believe completely, because 2.5 months is plenty enough to see enough progress for you to know that it's working. Okay, now I'm not saying you'll have perfect resolved health in 2.5 months, perfectly cured diabetes or reversed autoimmune disease, but you will see so much progress that you will realize it's going in the right direction, and you will know why. Okay, that's the big point, is you will understand why it's working. And that just empowers you massively. So the motivation is huge. Now, motivation is something people talk about a lot. But let me tell you, motivation is quite easy. Everyone's motivated. I want to lose weight. Yes, I do. I'm motivated to lose weight. Okay, fine. Now what you got to do, now it takes discipline for the next 2 months or 3 months or however long, whatever your project is. That's discipline. That's not motivation. Motivation is easy. Motivation wears off. Discipline is to do the things you have to do when you're not particularly motivated. Okay, so you're having a bad day, something went wrong, you kind of lost a bit of interest, and you've lost a bit of motivation. Now what happens? Do you do it, or do you slip? That's discipline. Being part of this group and being on a program will help you develop the discipline, because you're accountable in some way to the rest of us, or to me for that matter. This is great for me because I'm accountable to you now. So this really is a full immersion, full participation to the extent that you want to. Okay, you don't have to chat on the group. You can send me messages now and again, or you can quietly watch the live streams and make notes and do your own thing. It's completely up to you how involved you want to get with everybody else. If you're the kind of person who thrives off being in a community, dive in, because we can use all the input we can get. And because it's our beta program and we're offering a huge discount, so the normal price is going to be $997 for 2 months, or in this case, as I said, 2.5 months. I'm offering this for $197. That's it, $197. It's less than $100 a month for 2.5 months. Live stream video every week. I will add extra content as we go. So when I get particular ideas, or I want to link other videos from other places, I'll bring them into the course, and you will have a login, and you will be able to go in however many times you want and just see if there's anything new there. Now, I did mention metabolic issues because a lot of us have disease or metabolic syndrome problems as we get older. And so it isn't just about weight and fitness. It's about things like arthritis, inflammation, general aches and pains, heart disease, autoimmune issues, digestive problems, mental health, anxiety. All those things will be covered. We will talk about what causes them, what triggers them environmentally, which is very often part of your nutrition, what the medications do, why they're prescribed, and what opportunity you have to heal yourself and go off the medication, obviously in consultation with your doctor. But medications for metabolic issues are almost always just a management treatment to keep the symptoms under control for the rest of your life. And very often you don't need to be on them for the rest of your life because you don't need to have the disease for the rest of your life. Even fully blown type 2 diabetes can absolutely be completely reversed in 3 to 6 months of the correct nutrition. And this is just a fact. And doctors won't tell you that very often. They don't understand that. They put you on medications from the pharmaceutical companies, and that's it for the rest of your life until you have a heart attack, which you will, because 90% of diabetics, type 2 diabetics, die of a heart attack. So we will look at all these metabolic issues, and if you have a particular issue or a particular autoimmune condition and you want to talk to me about it in a bit more detail and how you incorporate treating that into this program, you let me know. We will talk about it, and I will give you some information to read. I will give you some videos to watch, and I will help you on your way. Okay, so this is what this is all about. This is to find the super you. That's why we've called it the Super You program, because you need to be the super you at 50 or 60 or 75, not an old, sick, tired, exhausted, depressed, frustrated version. You need to be the best version you can be, the healthiest you can be, the fittest you can be, happiest you can be. And that is what we're going to do on this program. Now, if you know you want to sign up, please do. There's a link in the description down here, down below this video. Sign up now, get your login, get yourself into the course. I am going to do the first live stream, as I said, on Monday. What is the date today? So this will be Monday the 6th of October 2025. And as I said, I'm not sure the time that I'm going to send out the live stream. I will make an announcement about that. But just keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then just keep an eye on it, and you'll see there'll be a notification of the time. Like I said, if you can't follow it live, you can watch it back later. I'll put links below that if you watch the live stream to get more of an idea of the tone and the style and how this is going to work. To finally make up your mind, that's absolutely fine. Wait for Monday, wait for the live stream, and then decide when you're going to sign up. All I would say is decide and do it, because I'm going to have to limit the size of the course because I want to be able to help people individually as well. So I can't do that if I've got 500 people. So there will be a point where I'm going to have to close entries. So if you think you're going to, you maybe want to consider signing up now. Anyway, we'll see you all on Monday, hopefully. Really looking forward to it. When you do follow the live stream, you can send in questions. And if you see it afterwards as a video, put questions in the comments section, and I will look specifically for those and reply to them to maybe help you make up your mind if you're going to be part of this program or not. Let's see how fit and how healthy we can get you before Christmas. And that's a great time to do it, because after Christmas, once you're healthy and fit, spring is around the corner, and then you can be in great shape for the summer. All right, thank you for your time. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to working with as many of you as we can fit in. It's going to be a lot of fun. It really is. It's going to be exciting, and we're going to learn so much together.